transitioning, I would say, into the next part, which is Superman, but also the Batman v Superman stuff. Just focusing on that. Continuing Superman's story, obviously, from, beating the shit out of Zod, the Kryptonians, and Man of Steel, and destroying most of the city. I think it picks up well. I think it's logical places that Superman would become this global hero as he does. I think that was logical that he does it. It does piss me off still that every fucking time Lois is in trouble, he's somehow there.
He has like a every
goddamn time.
Yeah, he has like a 7 cents.
It's like he literally gets notifications that she's in trouble.
Like pulls out his cell phone.
Every goddamn time. It's not like, oh, he is super hearing or super things. It's like, no. I mean, she could be halfway across the world. There's thousands of people he could hear dying in some other country. But he knows Lois is in trouble. But whatever. Yeah. But, like, I still like how they picked up on the character. What I didn't like about him is, again, and maybe this is just, I'm used to the comic books and animated version of Superman, he's as brooding as Batman in some ways. Yeah. He's like, he never smiles, and like, beside that one bathtub scene with Lois, like, he's never enjoying himself, he's always hating life, he's like, he's a huge dick as Superman. Like, Superman is, the idea of Superman that makes him way different from Batman, is Batman is maybe sometimes the leader of the Justice League, he's the brains, he's the tactician, he obviously has all these plans to take out any Justice League member in case they go rogue, right? Yeah, yes. That's Batman. Superman is the symbol.
He's the icon, yeah.
He's the icon. He's the hope. He's what people that need help look up to. That's shot what he's with the sun in the background and almost like a godlike, Messiah thing. Yes. That's Superman. He gives you hope. This Superman, you want to be like, hey, bud, are you alright?
Yeah,
like,
I know. You feel bad for him.
Like, he's just like...
That's how they portrayed him.
Yeah, he almost seems so dark, and I understand this is a different Superman who also does not kill, and at the end of Man of Steel, he snaps Zod's neck. I get it. It's a different thing, but... that could have been better there. I did like, though, him as Clark in the newsroom, in the Daily Planet, interacting with Perry White and, like, talking about what stories to do, and he wants to do the Batman one, and, Perry wants him to do fucking sports. Yeah. Which, ironically, is probably sports teams of Gotham and Metropolis playing each other. Yeah, since they're base cities. It's like Oakland and San Francisco. Yeah, right. but it's like, but I did really like his portrayal as Clark, and I still continue to believe that you wouldn't think, I know people have it, and I know it's a comic book stupid thing of like, he only puts on glasses. How do you not know? Because he's different. He's different. He's so much different as Clark in the sense that he's like kind and reserved in a sense. Where in the comic versions, he's so confident as Superman, and as Clark, he's a bumbling idiot. Yeah. Like he has he's slouched over. He's just not confident. He's not sure of himself. Whereas Superman, same guy, he turns it on, he's like the leader of the free world. This is a different thing where he's brooding as Superman almost, and almost his mask is almost Superman in the exact way, and he enjoys more being Clark in some ways, it seems. Yeah, like, it seems like he doesn't like being Superman and having all that responsibility.
At least in this movie, that's kind of the image that was portrayed.
And I think that's the Superman that they're giving off so far through 2 movies. But that would be my thoughts on Superman. I mean, what do you got?
I agree with almost everything you said. I'm actually going to move on to the Superman versus Batman part of it. Because this is a part that, it's in the damn movie title, so you'd expect it to be very major.
We've been waiting 3 fucking years since you announced it at Comic-Con 2013.
Yeah, so you'd expect it to be, a couple fight scenes, a few interactions.
I mean, goddamn it, look at the fucking symbol!
I mean,
like, hello!
This is gonna be lit. I mean, really, to use the term that the college kids are using these days.
That's it. The chat is done.
I apologize. But no, so they have a brief conversation at Lex Luthor's party about 30 minutes into the movie. Then about an hour...
It's not a long conversation either.
No, it's about 2 or 3 sentences. And then Batman, he's in his Batmobile, he's chasing down one of Lex's, he's going for the
kryptonite.
Kryptonite, yes, right. And so Superman comes in, destroys his car, which then he's able to somehow still drive back to... It makes no sense. Superman says...
There's no doors.
Yeah, but the car's fine when it gets
Anyone
back.
Could be like, oh shit, that's Batman.
Yeah, exactly. But the car is fine when it gets back to the headquarters. At least you don't notice anything.
Yeah, Alfred, hey, by the way... Fuck your personal life or anything you're doing. Fix my fucking car. Yeah, right. I know you were fixing it earlier, but fix it again.
Fix it again.
Yeah, exactly.
Blame Superman. Don't blame me. So, the Superman says about 2 lines, then flies away, and then Batman says something.
The lines I think are important. He threatens him.
Right,
he literally goes, next
the-
time you shine your light in the sky, don't. The bat is dead,
yeah.
buried. Consider this mercy.
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, which, besides that, the only interaction they had was at the party. So then, I'm timing it. Our movie started at around midnight. 1:40 in the morning is when they came together and were about to fight.
Yeah.
An hour and 40 minutes
Of a 2 hour and 30 minute movie.
into a movie that the Batman vs Superman is finally about to happen.
Yeah.
They barely talk and the fight starts. And I'll say it, the fight is very good.
It's good. It's a really good fight.
It's about a 5
Very
minute,
Dark Knight Returns-esque.
very, very good fight. I enjoyed the fight. Problem is, that's it. That's the fight.
All right, and here's the thing with me, right?
That's it.
You give us that, and also the thing is one fight.
One
But we'll
fight.
get
That's
to-
what I mean
we'll
by
get
that's
to
it.
that.
One fight.
But
And then-
if the lead up to that fight, you gave me, even as Clark and Bruce, you gave me great philosophical conversations of them.
Philosophical.
No, but I'm
there
serious.
was nothing close. to that.
Philosophical like differences, right?
Right.
And you gave great dialogue where they're like both like really digging at each other, kind of like Bruce did with that clown comment.
Yes.
Like
Yeah, that was
we're
good.
we're sick of freaks dressed as clowns, right?
That was good.
If you had more of those scenes and then an hour and 40 minutes in you gave me the fight, I'd be like, all right, fine. You gave us great interaction. There was a ton of screen time between these two characters. No, there wasn't any
There was
screen time
nothing.
between these characters.
There was about, I think I could count, if you counted off in 10 seconds, I could count the amount of screen time
Oh, yeah.
on my fingers. There was probably about 2 minutes of screen time
Yeah.
in the first hour and 40 minutes of the movie.
Yeah.
Just really poor.
Yeah,
Really
and it was just like come on, like you're selling it's Dawn of Justice more than Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
I want to see them fight. I want to
It's
see
in the
them
movie
talk.
title. That's what you'd expect when you're going to this movie.
Yeah, I just that definitely pissed me off, and I mean,
Letdown. It was a letdown.
Yeah, it was
In that-
definitely
in
a
that
letdown.
aspect, it was a
It
letdown,
was
yeah.
definitely a letdown, and I think there's things they could have did better there. Transitioning into the fight itself, I would say, it's fucking awesome.
It's very good.
I mean, it's awesome. It's not the greatest fight in comic book history. It's not the greatest fight of all time, but it's up there. I mean, it's a great fight. I mean, it's very Dark Knight Returns minus Oliver Queen. Like, even down to using, the smoke grenades or really the bullets that spray kryptonite dust that goes into Superman's lungs, exactly as Oliver's arrow had on his arrowhead. I mean, that's such an awesome callback.
That was genius. That's so Batman, too. So Batman.
Because he knows, because he studies him, because he's the world's greatest detective, he knows he's got super speed,
Yeah.
he's got super reflexes, he's got to catch it.
Yeah.
I need a way that it still infects him. Perfect. And great fights where, for the most part, and naturally so, Batman gets his ass handed to him.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
and it clearly hurts him. Even Dark Knight Returns does. He gets half the face ripped off. Yeah, and not he got the whole thing ripped off, but he had half the fucking face.
Yeah.
That was awesome. Looked great. Costume department, well done.
Yeah.
Great fucking fights there. Very unique. Even the callback of the first trap that Clark steps on, and it's like sonic rendering that gets him to his knees and his nose is bleeding. That's right there in the Dark Knight Returns. That's exactly what he does to him. It's like more in gun form.
Yeah.
But that was fucking awesome. But is it worth waiting an hour and 40 minutes for? Not what you gave me in those hour and 40 minutes.
It could have been worth that time
if you gave me
us more
compelling
dialogue. Yeah.
story.
And that, in the first hour and 40 minutes, that's when you feel the 2 hours and 30 minutes. Last 50 minutes is
No, but the
horrible.
fight, it's awesome. It's unique. It's creative.
Yeah, no, the fight is
the
great.
gadgets Batman
Fight-
uses.
That,
it's awesome.
that may have been my favorite part, or at least one of my
That was
favorite
the
parts.
turning point for me for the movie that started all right, I'm back to liking. I'm back to liking.
Because you said afterwards, the last 30 minutes or so.
They saved the movie.
Yeah.
And I don't mean
that says
oh
a
my
lot.
god, this movie deserved a 1. But I was like, we're going for 5 at this point.
Which is for a movie of that magnitude.
Yeah, we're going 4 or 5 at this point. And then those last 30 minutes, I won't give the rating yet. But I'm saying, I was like, all right, here we go. Like that's the stuff there. And it's everything I wanted in a fight. Yeah, I could have used it a little bit more. I could have used it maybe a little bit longer. Definitely would have liked at least 2 fights instead of 1. Especially that late in the movie. I would like to fight one where there's a good fight in the beginning, but for the most part, Batman gets his ass handed to him, or Superman gets caught off guard with something he wasn't expecting of Batman because he's just a human.
Right.
And then they have the ultimate fight at the end. Having one fight, you kind of anticlimactic.
Yeah, a letdown. It's a letdown. It is.
I definitely think transitioning, maybe smallly, into Wonder Woman.
Okay.
I think she's important to solely focus on because she's part of the trio. She's the most, I'm not afraid to say this, and I think it's clear, the most iconic female superhero across Marvel or DC. By far. I mean, it's not even a comparison. And this is coming from someone who my favorite, Marvel character and superhero is Carol Danvers as Captain Marvel. Or Miss Marvel in her younger days. Like, Wonder Woman is the shit.
Yeah,
like
I think
she's
everyone knows
the
that
best.
name.
This
Everyone
is her
knows
first
that name.
live action movie appearance. I love Linda Carter back when doing that very campy show that she did, but Gal Gadot in this is not given a ton to work with. I think someone counted she had 15 or 16 lines. I counted about that. She's not bad. I don't go, oh my god, this is awful. She can't act like maybe in the Fast and Furious. I think Zack Snyder and the team gives her good lines and sets her up in good situations, but it also didn't go, holy fuck, man, her acting is amazing.
She hit it out of the
She
park.
is going to kill her solo movie. No, it leaves me going, I'm still nervous.
yeah, well, they didn't give her... You can't say whether she did great or horrible in this movie.
Because there's not enough evidence
to judge on.
Yeah.
So, that was a shame. And I'll say something, Wonder Woman, such an iconic female character.
So iconic.
Yeah, I mean, really is. And she makes her I'm not even going to get into what I was going to say yet, because I want to rip this part first, that they gave it away in the trailer. Did they have to give it away?
We can even go to a separate topic.
Did they have to give that away?
Yeah.
If she appeared like 2 hours into the movie, which is when she appeared, by the way, 2 hours and 5 minutes into the movie, they showed 2 hours into the movie footage in the trailer. And the trailers didn't spoil the last 15 minutes. Otherwise, the trailer gave away the entire plot, every plot.
And that's what we were afraid of.
And it did. And it was just, oh, God.
And that's what I'm saying. And I think what we're saying here is, we're not saying that we're naive, that we didn't think Wonder Woman was in the movie. We knew she was cast. We knew she was in the movie.
Would have been
what
so
we're
much
saying
better.
is,
would have been so much
you
better.
gave us scenes with Diana, and those were good scenes. I'm just saying, don't show us the iconic moment of her peering up from her shield when she's, for the first time in live action, is Wonder Woman.
And standing
don't give that shot away in the trailer.
That was so iconic. She's standing next to Batman and Superman. And
was she with you? Oh, I thought she was with you. Which is not really a funny line.
That's awesome. 2:05 in the morning, 2 hours and 5 minutes into the movie, and you're showing us a scene in the trailer? Oh, that's...
And all three of them standing there with the same music. All the last shot of trailer number 2 or trailer number 3, if you want to call it.
I don't have words
Same thing.
for it. I don't have words
Same thing, but...
Don't have words for it.
I will say, though, I did like her as Diana Prince, even though it's a limited dialogue. I thought she has the makings of what could be good.
I didn't have a problem with her.
Right.
That's what I'll leave it at that.
Which is a good starting point.
Yeah,
I don't think you've seen it, but from the first look footage that they've showed of Wonder Woman, because obviously it's been filming for a while now, it looked awesome. So, again, people could criticize many people that criticize me and go, "You're a Marvel fanboy." I don't believe in that bullshit. I love Marvel and DC equally. And I know more about Marvel. Maybe I like it, more, but I kind of like them equally. And I think they need to both succeed to make each other better. I think one company doing bad and the other one doing great is not helping anyone.
It's a good way to look at it.
And I definitely think that DC, okay, here's you got your setup movie now with Wonder Woman and stuff like that. Go kill it in her solo film. Fucking kill it. You got Chris Pine, you got some other great, actors and actresses in there. Kill that fucking movie. It's set in World War I. It's a period piece, but you could do a great job with that. And, okay, you could say, well, we've seen her in present time, so we don't want to flash back. Yeah, we do, because we know barely...
Yeah.
We don't know anything about her, especially for fans that never read her or anything. We don't know anything about her. You know she lives for a long time. You know she could kick ass. That's about it. So, I want to see that, and I want them to do a great job, and I think her fight scenes in this, although heavily CGI'd, probably not a lot of Gal Gadot, and, Doomsday is all CGI.
Yeah,
was awesome, and you could tell, and this is what I like. She is the best DC fighter in the whole universe. Even Jeff Johns came out on the DC special, and she's the best DC fighter. So even in their universe, she's the best. And you could tell when, I'm not going too far into the Doomsday stuff, but when Superman and Wonder Woman are going mano a mano there with Doomsday, Superman's getting his ass canned. Okay? And Wonder Woman's holding her own.
She is holding her own,
inflicting damage on Doomsday. That gives me hope for the movie that, holy fuck, she's good.
Yeah.
Real good. Like Wonder Woman should be.
That was well said.